versus facts. Ayy, stats versus facts. Ayy, know where we at on the stats versus facts. Yeah, my boy, hella black. He on the stats versus facts. And you might get smacked by the stats versus facts. Ayy. Yo, hello, and welcome to Stats vs. Facts Sports Talk. Here in it's your boy Marsh, and I'm here with the crew. What it do? Crew.
What's going on?
You know that man, G Money. Never feeling funny. You know what I'm saying? All the girls like him. You know what I mean?
That money, baby. Apple Music isn't free.
Yeah, that's a fact. We out here, man.
Send your money in, people.
We out here, man. We hoping to make some money off of this fantasy league, bro. Woo-wee.
Man, what a week.
How y'all doing out there? How's y'all's fantasy league going? I'm
I hope it was better than mine because me and Marshall locked up, and it was one of the craziest epic battles probably I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, fantasy.
It sure was, man. Oh, man. Kind of give y'all a recap of it. Can we give them a recap of it?
Yeah, man. Like, I was down bad, and all of a sudden, like, the Saints just whooped up on the Green Bay and dropped like almost 50 points for me.
But he was projected higher than me. His point total was projected higher than mine all week.
Yeah. So I got Adams. He kind of did nothing. And then all of a sudden, like, I was out of it. And then the Saints defense dropped almost 50 points. And I was like, all right. So and now I'm down to Lamar and Josh Jacobs. And I think I'm down a little over 75 points, maybe close to 80, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and then Josh Jacobs had the day before, like the night before, he was like projected to be questionable because he got ill or something. So I was like, oh, I'm done skis unless Lamar drops like 100-pointer. But then Josh Jacobs comes through, drops a nice little 2 touchdowns. Probably could have had 3 if they weren't so shiesty. But he still got me 24 points. And I was like, all right, bet. Like, I'm still in this. And so, like, I think I'm down, I want to say like under 5 points when everything just went crazy in that Raiders game. Yeah.
You were down by, I want to say it was like,
I think I needed like 40 points or something to win, and Lamar had the ball before right when he fumbled it.
Oh, okay. I was talking about like in regulation because
so I
remember regulation, I'm looking at it and I'm like, yo, this is getting kind of scary, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm thinking, okay, if the Raiders miss this field goal, I'm good. You know what I mean? So end up kicking the field goal.
We thought that game was over. I thought the game was over after the Ravens kicked the field goal.
I did too.
And I was like, there's no way the Raiders are going to drive down and get a field goal. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, they're going to put Drake in. I saw Drake in. I didn't even see Jacobs in. So I was like, I'm done. Like, there's no way this is going to win. Like,
right. And then end up going to overtime. I'm like, oh my gosh.
And I was like, I have both players. Nothing could go wrong here. And then it almost did go wrong, but then they went right, and then they went wrong again.
Yeah, because, I mean, you know, Carr threw that pass to Edwards. By the way, Renfro stepped out 7 yards.
You think so? I looked at it. At first glance, I thought he was out. I was like, man, he was way out. But then they showed the replays, and I was like, he kind of looks in.
I don't know. I didn't get a good angle at it. So
I was like, because at first glance, it looked like he was definitely out.
Yeah, for sure.
I was like, that was way out. I was like, oh, that's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw his little feet stay in. I was like, oh, maybe not.
Yeah. So they threw it to Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
He, looked like at first I was like, oh, game might be over.
Yeah.
And then they just showed the replay. I was like, oh, he's short. So I was like, okay, well, where are they going to go with this? Because I said, if Jacobs isn't, in the game or.
Yeah, I was like, I need Jacobs. If he gets a touchdown, I win.
Yeah, it was over.
And then they sneak it. And I was like, what the hell?
And then they get the false start call.
Yeah.
And back. Then Carr
what happens next? I forgot what happens next.
Carr threw the interception.
Oh, that one is the interception. I thought I had one more play. Yeah, he threw the interception, and I was like, all right, well, I was like, Lamar has the ball. I was like, I'm down I think I'm at that point. I think Lamar throws a pass, so then at that point I'm down 40 points or something.
Yep. And I
4
was like,
tenths of a point. He just needs to
like,
run for 5 yards, throw a pass for 7 yards, something like that, and I'm Gucci.
Yep. And I was thinking to myself, oh, I lost. Then all of a sudden, incomplete pass, gets pressured, and then he fumbles. I was like, oh my gosh, I might win.
I was like, that's it.
And then, I'm thinking, okay, the Raiders going to kick a field goal. The Raiders took the penalty, sent their offense back out, and scored a touchdown.
They tried to mess that up.
I was like, what? I was like, they went out, didn't want to risk it.
Yeah.
Messed up, tried to get the yards back, and then threw a touchdown. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, I was sad when they kicked the field goal. I was like, I need him to miss this. Stay alive. And then right when they put the offense back in, I was like, this is gonna end very badly for the Raiders. I was like, this confusion, this game, like this, I'm like, this is gonna end badly. And then all of a sudden, he just blows a wide open pass, and the guy's wide open. I'm like,
Jones, I believe it was.
Yeah, Zay Jones.
Yeah, Zay Jones. Yep.
I was like, oh, Zay Jones is wide open out of random, like he just came out of the stands or something.
Mm-hmm. And
so I think I lost like 178 to 175 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like
that was the final score after the fumble took the points off.
Mm-hmm. I think you and I both had the lowest total points.
Oh yeah, man. I'm not in that league.
Yeah, I'm terrible in that league. Yeah. My other league, I'm gonna kill it. I'm doing 2 of them. I'm gonna kill that other league. That's all I know.
I just need to avoid injuries, avoid COVID. I just gotta be safe. Everybody put their mask on. Hopefully, we'll be good.
Yep, that's right. But man, what a great way to end off the first week of football, dog.
Started off great, ended great, man.
Yeah, really, really did. Well, no, it started off bad because damn Cowboys lost. We're gonna get into that.
Yeah, we kind of figured that.
We did. Thought we were gonna get blown out.
Yeah,
but
I was like, they're gonna score like 17 points, 34. I was like, this is not gonna be good.
I said they're gonna score 10. Ended up scoring 29.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I can take that.
4 takeaways by the defense.
Secret of life, guys. Set your expectations low. Never disappointed.
Yep.
That's the secret of life.
Now, because I do want to start with that game, with that Cowboys Buccaneers game, since we haven't seen each other.
Yeah.
It has never been an issue of the Cowboys front 4, right? Or their front 7, whatever. What was it? Front 4 on defense, front 7?
Front 7's the linebackers too.
Yeah. So front 7. They're kind of getting back into playing smash mouth defense, hitting guys, knocking the ball loose, at least for this first game. That part looked very good. Their secondary is still garbage.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not,
granted, Tampa Bay probably has the 3 best wideouts in the league.
For sure. I mean,
Then you got Tom Brady.
Yeah, that is true. The way Antonio Brown got behind our defense, I was like, oh gosh.
Yeah. He's basically he was their 3rd wide receiver, so he gets like 3rd wide receiver coverage, and like it's not good for us. Like,
no,
we had Brown on Brown crime. They basically went at whoever Anthony Brown was covering.
Yeah,
whether it be Godwin, Antonio Brown, it was just
Gronkowski killed us.
Yeah. That was a little surprising. I thought we would be able to match up tight end wise with our linebackers, but they put Curse in for some reason. I'm like, I'd rather not have Curse. I'd rather have like Jabari Cox in there or somebody like a fast linebacker on him.
Yeah.
That was a little weird.
Yeah. That hurt. And then obviously when Zerline
oh yeah. Shanker Rudy on the first kick.
Missed the field goal, 30 yards. And missed the PAT.
After that, I was nervous. I was like, bro, we're gonna miss every field goal.
And of course, I knew he wasn't gonna make that 60-yarder. That was
a little wild. Wild by the coach to try to kick that.
Yeah. So I wouldn't mad at him for that one, but
yeah.
Then he made his next 2, I believe.
Yeah, that big one, that 40 something.
Put us up.
Oh,
But,
so right down the middle too. I was like, oh, okay.
but in Cowboy fashion, too much time left on the clock for Tom Brady, man.
You know, if you got anything under anything, you don't feel comfortable with Brady with the ball with under a little bit, like I think it was like a minute 20, minute 30, something left.
Yeah.
That's not
Minute
good.
24.
That's not good.
I'm like, did you not just see what Green Bay messed up on last year?
Yeah.
Giving Tom Brady that much time?
Yeah. It's like he's been on his, like that's he's probably the most scariest quarterback with the ball. Them or Kansas City or Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want them to have the ball at the end.
Oh.
Especially
Even
with
Aaron
our
Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is scary too.
yeah, especially with our defense. I'm like,
Yeah.
please.
Just,
I just think, do you think, I always go back to this. I think keeping Zeke over Byron Jones was the one thing that's always going to haunt us. Because Byron Jones was a lockdown corner and Zeke is a running back. I think you can replace or find somebody that can replace at least 80-70% of what Zeke can do.
yeah, Zeke is trash now. I'm sorry. He's not good.
How do you feel about?
He's a mid-level back.
I mean, it was a tough running, against Tampa Bay for sure, especially without Zach Martin.
Yeah.
But I don't think he has. I mean, I think he does. That definitely has taken a step back.
Oh, big time! Every single season.
Yeah, I mean,
at least for the last
for running back, it's not that
3
long.
years.
Career running backs are not that long, man. And he was a bruiser, man. He liked contact.
Yeah, so, but now, I mean, he's always been a smaller guy anyway, and now they're just absorbing that contact and taking him down.
Yeah.
But what was your question?
I know I saw a lot of people complaining about that we should have ran the ball more. How did you feel about the game plan?
No, because who are you gonna go to?
Yeah,
Zeke's not getting anywhere. I doubt Pollard would have been able to do anything. Our running back right now, our run game has probably, to me, got to be one of the worst.
I actually like Tony Pollard. I thought he should got more carries.
I mean, he's okay if you can get something going with the first, back, but I don't know. I thought our game plan was okay. I mean, Dak played pretty well. The one
Tony
thing
Pollard had 3 rushes for 14 yards. That's 4.7 yards a carry.
Yeah.
So I just feel like he needs more touches because he's faster. He's quicker through the hole.
He is.
He doesn't have that explosion, and our line isn't dominant like it used to be, like where they can just open these holes. He can just go downhill real quick and punish people.
I mean, at that point, if you're going to put Tony Pollard in, throw a screen pass and let him go from there.
Yeah, he's explosive. Man. I like him in screen passes, tosses. Anything like that. Like I want the ball in his hands too.
Yeah. So I could possibly see that. But yeah, Dak, first game back, 42-58, 403 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's a pretty solid game.
Yeah. I thought he looked I was very scared for not getting a lot of reps with the ones and then all the injury concerns. I thought he was going to come out rusty, and he came out really good.
Yeah, he played well. Cooper, 13 receptions, 139 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Could not stop him.
Yeah, he did well for the self-proclaimed, not self-proclaimed. Yeah, he's self-proclaimed,
that man doesn't really
but
say
not
anything.
Proclaimed.
He really don't say nothing. He's like, all right, whatever.
Best receiver. He's like, in his head, has he proven it? No. Then shut up. I'm sorry. Kids, believe in yourself.
I love Amari Cooper. He's my homie.
Right. Michael Gallup getting hurt. That sucks.
Oh yeah. Luckily, we're kind of deep at receiver. We still got Cedric Wilson. So I'm okay with that. But Amari's gonna go down. So
Cedric. Yeah. On the other side, Right. On the other side, Brady, 32, 50, 379 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. One of them was, at the end of the
They
first
both
half.
weren't his fault. One was a Hail Mary at the end of the half, and the other one was thrown off of Fournette, I think. Or was it
Yeah.
Rojo or Fournette? On like
I
a screen pace. So I was like, they're not really his fault.
don't even think the one from Dak, the one that Dak threw was his fault.
I don't like the throw. It's like there was 3 guys around in that area, but it was catchable. I mean, he should have caught it.
CD should have caught it. Yeah, I agree. Oh.
So
Antonio Brown, 5 receptions, 121 yards, 1 touchdown. Like we said, he's getting third receiver reps, but he's still like one of the best receivers in the game.
I think he'll be number 2 to Tampa Bay. I think Tom Brady will go away from Mike Evans and start targeting. You kind of saw it last year that he targeted Antonio Brown more, and I think it'll happen this season.
Possibly.
I still think Chris Kyle will probably have the better season, but I wouldn't be surprised if Antonio Brown had a better season either. I mean, he's going to get targeted a lot.
Right. I mean, Evans got targeted 6 times. He got 3 receptions for 24 yards.
Yeah, Diggs did a good job on him.
So, but from here, I mean, I know some people will say, yeah, the Cowboys played better, we look pretty good this season. And this is what I tell anybody. There's no silver lining to me. You either win or you lose the game. Like, there's nothing to build off of, because next game Cowboys play is against the Chargers. They could go out and wet the bed now. We're 0-2?
Yeah.
Win the game.
I think these are good barometer games on what we need to do. I believe, obviously, I think our offense is good enough to carry us into a long playoff rush if we fix that defense. And so Jerry Jones is going to have, if he has to decide, is this a Super Bowl team? And if it is, then you have to go get a corner and you have to possibly get an edge rusher because we need more pressure.
Yeah. And now Lyle Collins is out.
Yeah, he got suspended. Drugs.
So, I mean, that doesn't help.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to, when you have the opportunity to win, you have to make these games count. Win the damn game. It's not like the NBA where you have 82. You have now, thank God, 17 games.
Yeah.
But from game to game, you don't know how they're going to do. It's the Cowboys.
I mean, we don't have to really win these games. The division games we have to win.
Well, yeah, it depends, because if the Eagles look as well as they did.
I mean, we got to win the division. That's the games that really count. These are these are good barometer games on how good the team is and what do we have to work on.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, we can go 6-0 in the division, right? Say the Eagles go 4-2, but they beat everybody outside of the division and have a better record than us. It doesn't matter. We got to win games. We got to win these games, man. It's one loss. I get it. I'll start worrying if we lose to the Chargers next week. That's when I'll be worried.
It's going to be another shootout. Herbert, Mike Williams, your man, Keenan Allen.
Mm-hmm. That Chargers defense is not bad either.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But moving on to a couple of surprises. The Cardinals destroyed the Titans. I definitely didn't think they'd beat him like that. Kyler Murray was killing it. Jones had 5 sacks in 3 quarters. I was like, jeez.
Yeah, looks like the Tennessee team is deteriorating to the point where they're just getting worse every year.
Yeah, honestly. Telling you, maybe another.
Their O-line is bad. Their defense is terrible.
Yep.
So it might be the end of, they'll still win, games because they got Derrick Henry and they'll probably get their offense together a little better, but they're not like some team you got to be really scared of.
No, not at all. Good one. The Seahawks and the Colts.
Seahawks and Colts.
Battle. The Texans, Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah. Tyrod and Teddy
Seahawks Colts.
Bridgewater.
They probably had the biggest unexpected weeks, for sure. So I applaud them both.
Yeah. Texas may not be like they got some interesting little, pieces and stuff. I don't know. They played, the one of the worst teams in the league. So
Oh.
we'll see how good they are, but at least they're not bad, like watching,
But what's crazy is they're the only team in the division that won.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. The Saints. Oh, Jameis. I got to give an applause to Jameis Winston too. Well, the Saints defense really.
He had a crazy lineup. Like you have like under 200 yards, but how like 5 TDs.
Yeah, like
that's wild.
Especially that bomb. That bomb was.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see going forward. How do they play conservative and they just try to run the ball and play defense and kind of like they did with Teddy Bridgewater, or do they let Jameis actually, be more of Jameis?
Right.
He does. I mean, his arm does give a big advantage to what they didn't have from Breeze.
No, absolutely. He really, really does. Dolphins pulled it out over the Patriots.
Yeah, they're both average teams.
Chiefs, Browns. I'm hearing a lot of people give the Browns like the best odds to possibly beat the Chiefs in the AFC, and I'm like, whoa, slow down. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
And my reason is you have a good running game if you're the Browns, right? Chubb, 2 touchdowns, 15 carries, 83 yards. Kareem Hunt had 6 carries, 33 yards, and 1 touchdown. Even at Jarvis Landry with 2 rushes, 13 yards for a touchdown, okay?
Yeah.
But your quarterback didn't throw a single touchdown pass, and he threw 1 interception. If I'm a Browns fan, that's a bit concerning to me because if your run gets stopped, how the hell are you going to score your points if Baker's not throwing touchdown passes?
Yeah.
So you're going to have to hope that when LBJ comes back, or not LBJ, OBJ, Odell comes back, that they're able to build some type of chemistry.
And then B. Johnson, baby.
You have to hope that they're going to be able to get some chemistry and
which they've never shown.
Yeah, exactly. And move things along. If not, I don't really see how Cleveland could beat Kansas City.
Yeah.
Let alone maybe even the Steelers this year or a couple other teams. So
it's looking like it's the Chiefs, like they're almost like Golden State. It's them,
yeah,
it's them, and then it's everybody else. We're like, all right.
Oh, for sure.
At least in the AFC, I'm looking through the teams. I'm like, I guess the Browns. I mean, I don't in a one score in a close game. I mean, are you taking Baker Mayfield over Patrick Mahomes?
Negative.
Yeah. So unless Kelsey or why am I blanking on the cheetah's name?
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill gets injured. It is kind of alarming they can't really run the ball, the Chiefs, but their passing attack is so explosive.
Yeah. Their rushing attack has always been something that they've been weak with ever since Kareem Hunt left.
Yeah. I thought with a better O-line now they would be able to run the ball more effectively, but.
And defensively, they're not the best defensive team either.
But they didn't even have Frank Clark or the Honey Badger in this game. So I'm like, dang, you didn't even 2 of their better players, you didn't even still beat them. I was like, dang.
So, obviously, Chiefs are still the favorite. We know this.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill, 11 receptions, 197 yards. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
1 touchdown. Kelsey, 6 receptions, 76 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
And it's funny. You're like, okay, we need to stop Kelsey. We need to stop Cheetah. Those are 2 guys we need to stop. And he's like, it's not happening, bro. Like, Andy Reid's too much of a good play designer. Mahomes just has a ridiculous arm, and they just get open, man. One of them is extremely faster than everybody, and the other guy just knows how to get open.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
It's like, I don't know, bro. And even if you're down even if you're up 20 points, you still don't feel good.
Mm-mm.
You're like, it's crazy.
Yep. Steelers, Bills. Everybody on this Bills Mafia. Okay, hold on. Josh Allen, MVP candidate. Hold on. All right. They're all right. They did something last year. We need to see if they can repeat and do the same thing this year. All right. So,
Yeah, Steelers look like they have one of the better defense in the league.
yeah. If they can find some offense, they'll be tough.
Yeah, their O-line's not that good. They can't really run the ball and give time for Big Ben to even try to attack.
Right.
And you know their best receiver is going to go down with an injury. Deontay Johnson, he's always hurt.
Yep.
So I don't. They're going to have to manufacture. It's going to be like the Bears. Like remember when Bears are just winning these close games? That's what they're going to have to do.
Yep. Shout out to the Bengals for winning.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to tie because they've tied like each of the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, I'm just like, this is like kind of like the tie game. Like you just like,
you're
like, this is going to tie.
Exactly what I was thinking. I get the field goal. I was like, okay, look at the Bengals.
Good to see Joe Burrow better. Like he looked like he was moving well. He's still going to get, he got sacked like 5 or 6 times. Like he's still let him die. Which is not good. Joe Mixon, maybe this is Joe Mixon's year. He finally had a nice outing.
He did.
And then Jamar Chase is a little worried about him maybe getting the Marco Fultz, yips.
Nope.
All of a sudden he can't perform, but he came out balling.
Yeah, he played well. Mixon, 29 carries, 127 yards, 1 touchdown. Chase, 5 receptions, 101 yards, 1 touchdown. Yeah. Thielen on the other side, 9 receptions, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tough.
Yeah.
Cook in there, 20 carries, 61 yards, 1 touchdown. Battle of the quarterbacks, 36 of 49, 351, 2 touchdowns for Cousins, and 20 of 29. Excuse me, 20 of 27, 261 yards for Joe Burrow. I would ask you this, G-Money. For quarterbacks, or let me say this. If you're a coach, right, would you prefer that your QB not throw the ball so much and get more touchdowns, or you kind of like, if you got to throw the ball in order for us to win, got to do what you got to do?
I mean, I would like to have a little bit of balance. I don't need it to be 50-50 necessarily, but I would like to run the ball effectively. But there are going to be games where you're going to just in a shootout and you're going to have to throw, which I would prefer. I mean, depends on my O-line. Like if I have a quality O-line, I would like to run the ball more. But if I'm built like, I don't know, some team that, like Dallas almost, where you just throw the ball, you got to do what's your strength,
I would agree. I would definitely agree, man.
But the reason you want to run the ball with Dallas is because your defense isn't good.
Right.
Running the ball chews up clock, so you don't have to have that many possessions.
And when the Spurs had DeMarco Murray, they're able
the Spurs had DeMarco Murray?
DeMarco Murray.
What position?
Way off.
Just balling at center.
I'm way off. Cowboys had DeMarco Murray. I was thinking DeJounte Murray. Cowboys have DeMarco Murray. He was able to chew up the clock. The Cowboys have one of the better offenses, and they were even able to do that with Zeke just a little bit. Just kind of help. But now the thing that I think always will haunt the Cowboys is giving up Murray and re-signing Sean Lee. I understand running backs' lives are not long in the NFL, but I don't know if I would have done that one because Sean Lee was always hurt after that. So I was just like, well.
Yeah. I'm okay with letting Murray. I don't believe in paying running backs, to be honest with you. I wouldn't have paid Zeke.
Right.
I would have kept Byron. I mean, it's a passing league. I don't know why you give up your number 1 corner.
Yeah.
Because imagine if we had Byron and Diggs right now, we'd be a lot better off. I would have taken Tony Pollard and say Latavius Murray, Jamal Williams.
Latavius Murray is pretty good still.
Yeah. You can pick up these older vets off the minimum wage scrap line.
to pick up Frank Gore.
Oh, we don't have. I forgot about Frank Gore. He's not even in the league this year.
Yeah.
Sad face.
Yep.
It's about time, Frank. It was a good run.
Yep. That it was. Well, I mean, shoot, brother. Let's look ahead till next week.
Okay.
So Thursday night football game. Oh, we got a doozy. The Giants and the Washington football team. I don't know if I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, I'm just. That's gonna be awful, kind of awful football. Daniel Jones turnovers, a lot of punts. Fitzmagic died.
Yeah, they need to pick up Cam.
They need to pick up. I mean, they can roll
Why
with Tyler
not?
Heineke, I guess, but it's not looking good.
Yeah. Of games that I'm interested in seeing.
The division game, very big game for our division.
No, absolutely. Rams Colts could be interesting because I want to see if the Colts can bounce back. If not, I'm gonna tell everybody, yeah, the Colts. All y'all that said the Colts are gonna win the division. No,
Yeah,
the Colts are not like that.
The one thing you were like, okay, they can play defense and run the ball. They didn't do any of those things this last game against Seattle. So you're like, all right, I thought y'all could do that, but apparently not. So like,
yeah. So what y'all ain't worth nothing.
Was Matthew Stafford that impressive? Not really. I mean, he's okay.
Yeah.
I got to see more if he's gonna be that much of an upgrade.
Exactly. The Bears are just that bad.
Yeah, but it was fun. At least maybe there's a chance that he possibly could win after being a loser so long.
Mm-hmm.
But being in that division's rough.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. That might be the best division of football.
Yeah.
Dolphins, Bills. I'm kind of interested in seeing if Tua can continue his streak, and if they send the Bills to 0-2, I'd be like, okay, where's your Josh Allen now? We'll see if he can catch that.
That's be an interesting game.
It will. Niners, Eagles. I mean,
we'll find out if Jalen Hurts is as good as he portrayed his first week.
Mm-hmm. That'll be a fun one. Raiders, Steelers. That'll be a fun one.
Yeah.
See,
Raiders got some weapons, man. Just like Derek Carr kind of locks in on Darren Waller and Renfro a lot.
Mm-hmm. He sure does.
You know, spread it a little more, especially Edwards now. And you have Edwards and Ruggs.
Yeah.
You got to figure out a way to get them the ball.
Absolutely. Obviously, as Cowboys fans, Cowboys Chargers.
Yep. Here we go. Another big matchup against a good playoff team.
Mm-hmm. And
it feels like the Ravens are going to be that good team that's going to deal with injuries and just not going to be that good this year.
Yeah, them going up against Kansas City.
Yeah. I just feel like they're going to hit injuries and stuff. Weird things are going to happen to them this year.
Titans, Seahawks. That could be interesting.
Mm-hmm. And
then Lions, Packers. And if the Packers lose that game, I will be like, oh, damn.
Yeah, I want to see if – I don't know if it was like the DAC yards. You know, golf had those DAC yards where they're down and just throwing – they're playing prevent defense. He's just throwing it. I want to see if he's for real, and I'll see if the Packers can bounce back.
That's right. That's right, man. Well, that's in our NFL take. Let's roll over to some college football.
The college.
Yeah, man. Biggest takeaway this week from college football, the team that two teams that really impressed you this week.
Oregon, obviously running over Ohio State. And I will go, even though we kind of concluded that Iowa State's probably a little overrated. Iowa, another good win for them.
Yeah.
Versus Iowa State.
Yeah.
So I think those two.
I'd definitely say Oregon for sure. And I'm gonna say Arkansas.
Okay, beating Texas.
Because they were supposed to be second to last in the SEC. They weren't really supposed to be all that good, but they stuck it to Texas.
Yeah.
So that means UT is either that bad, which could be true,
Yeah.
or Arkansas might actually be better than people thought.
Being Texas fans, probably Texas is that bad.
Yeah, probably.
But hey, man, good. Good on Arkansas. Maybe they can make a little run skis.
Yeah. I mean,
shout out our boy Zach.
Yeah. Screw that guy. Anyway,
it was kind of that week where you wanted a lot of upsets.
Yeah.
Like I wanted the Colorado over Texas A&M upset.
Yeah, right.
I wanted the Toledo over Notre Dame upset.
Mm-hmm. BYU beat Utah. That was an upset. Stanford blew out USC.
Yeah. They got fired. Helton got fired right afterwards.
Miami almost lost to Appalachian State.
Yeah.
Two most disappointing teams this week.
Let's go. I mean, Texas A&M, it's not really their fault. They lost their quarterback the first quarter, but still not be able to put up more points. I mean, pretty sad for being the 7th ranked team.
Mm-hmm.
And let's go. Disappointed. I'm just disappointed in Oklahoma. Even though they won 76-0, it's just like I really just don't like y'all. Like I just don't like y'all.
Yeah. Definitely have to say Iowa State because like y'all, all this hype, they're number 9.
Yeah, you pointed out early on that you felt like they were overhyped.
Yeah.
And it seems like that's correct.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely thought they were overhyped. And then man, USC dog.
What program would you want to come back? Texas, USC. I was thinking about USC, Texas. What else is a good program that sucks now? Michigan.
Because Michigan, Michigan and Texas have been in that same kind of tier. USC is kind of falling into that tier because they were still somewhat decent.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not looking good.
Yeah.
It's not looking good. My whole thing with Texas, I mean, I'm disappointed in Texas too, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
How the hell do you expect to go to the SEC if you can't play any defense and most of your recruits are not coming to you? And even if you do move to the SEC, they still might not come to you.
Yeah. I don't understand. I mean, it's all money based. I'm sure they make tons more money in the SEC.
Yeah.
But it's just like, do you really want to be that irrelevant?
Yeah.
Like, I guess they're like, we rather be rich than relevant.
Yeah.
So
I like the Cowboys. Anyway. I'm right.
I always love them. I can let go of Texas.
UT,
even though it hurts.
UT does not get the talent anymore, man. Like I just don't understand it. Everybody seems to be going to Oklahoma, and even at that, Oklahoma is still not one of the top, even though they're ranked right now. But I don't look at them as being a top, 4 team in the country because they're going to lose at some point. Yeah. And if they don't, going into the college football playoffs, they're sure as hell not going to win.
Seems like a down year for talent in general, right?
To a degree, yeah. To a degree. I mean, look at teams like Oregon.
Yeah, it's like we don't even know anybody from Oregon.
No,
till now.
Right. I mean, Alabama is still doing Alabama.
Yeah.
I will say that QB from Georgia, the one that played this week, he might be better than their starting QB.
Yeah. I mean, if you lose the job at USC and you have to transfer to Georgia, I think that's a sign that maybe you won't be that if USC is not that good.
Yeah.
You're not the starting quarterback. So it's like,
yeah,
it's not a good sign.
No, it's not.
Hey, did you look at the rankings?
Slightly. Yes, I did. I was gonna say I didn't even see how my guy did this last week.
Who? Michael?
Yeah.
I think he stunk it up again.
Gosh. Well, hey, they beat Idaho though.
There we go.
Oh yeah, they what the heck? They huh? They ain't even play him. I
Oh,
don't
for real?
think. Oh no, he had 2 touchdowns. 11 to 16, 68 yards. But they played Tuttle, who was 2 of 4, 91 yards, and a touchdown. I don't know.
Yeah, he's coming off a
Shout out
down.
UTSA for beating the crap out of Lamar. They
Oh,
beat
yeah.
the crap out of him. That was really bad.
I was like, oh, we have UTSA to root for.
Right. I think they should be getting some.
I think they got a couple votes or one vote at least.
No, I don't see any.
Sad face.
Army got a vote though.
Salute Army.
Army's playing beat Western Kentucky. Okay. So yeah, the rankings right now, man. Alabama at number 1. We surprised. Georgia at number 2. Okay. Oklahoma at number 3. Oregon at number 4.
I'd rather have Oregon at number 3.
Yeah.
And even Iowa. I'd rather have Iowa over Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'm not surprised though. I figured Oklahoma would move up. Iowa at number 5, Clemson at number 6, A&M at 7.
Let me say something from last week. I must have been high or asleep or something, but Clemson, their road to getting back is really hard. Them and Cincinnati have a hard road to get in the top 4.
It might not be that hard for Clemson. You know why? Because more than likely Iowa and Ohio State are probably going to meet for that Big Ten championship game, or unless Iowa loses to somebody early, we don't know in the Big Ten. So Clemson could somehow sneak in there.
Yeah,
you never know.
Just off reputation.
And I'm assuming, and I'm pretty sure that Oklahoma is going to lose at some point. So,
I don't know, man. The Big 12 is kind of. I mean, yeah, the Big 12 is crazy. Like anything can happen.
Yeah, like Oklahoma could lose to UT this year. You know what I mean? You never know. So I think Clemson could get back. A&M will probably lose to Alabama whenever they play.
Yeah, they would cross them out.
Yeah. Now Florida will play Alabama, which could be a good one.
Yeah.
Penn State is another team.
Their chances are alive.
Yeah, their chances are alive. So
I think UCLA and Oregon meet. So if UCLA, I think it's for a couple of weeks, but if they're both undefeated, that'd be a good game.
That would be a big game. They meet in another 6 weeks.
Okay.
And before that, UCLA has to play Arizona State, who's ranked 19, and they're undefeated right now.
It's a big game right there, too.
Oregon, their first big test won't really be until UCLA. Actually, that's really their only big test because Washington is terrible this year.
Yeah.
And then Utah just lost. Which they don't play till later on. So yeah, I would assume Oregon could probably. And you know what is crazy because they barely beat Fresno State. So I was actually writing them boys off, and they came out and looked like gangbusters against Ohio State. I was like, okay.
They just ran it down the throat.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Yeah. I do want to look at Iowa. So Iowa's schedule, they play Penn State in about 4 weeks. So that's the first big one. Then they have Wisconsin. That's really their big games.
Yeah. A lot of these people just have like 1 or 2 more big games.
Yeah. So they don't have as hard of a schedule. I think they're in the west of the Big Ten. Yeah, they're in the Big Ten West.
I think they play Michigan State.
No, they don't even play them. They're all in the other Michigan State, Penn State, Ohio State.
They'll meet in the Big Ten championship or whatever, right?
Say it again.
They'll meet in the Big Ten championship.
Yeah, if Iowa wins right now and they win out and Michigan State wins out, then yes, they would meet. Because right now, Michigan State is actually on top of Penn State somehow. Don't know how. Anyway. Hey, don't count out Rutgers, man. Rutgers sitting at 2-0, dog. Beat Syracuse. You know what I'm saying?
It's a little climb.
Yeah, Rutgers. If last time Rutgers was relevant was when Ray Rice was there.
Ray Rice, right? I was like, yeah, that's right.
Yep. Illinois, that sucks to suck, man. Because y'all lost to UTSA. All right, I'm done.
Utsa.
Yeah. Yeah, Michigan went from not being ranked to being ranked. So
25th, baby.
maybe they'll bring it back. Auburn 2-0 could be sleeper looking. Arkansas also in there. Ole Miss. I mean, there's just so many damn SEC teams in that thing.
Yeah.
Va Tech, Virginia Tech. I need to look at them super fast.
Oh, they got an easy schedule.
Yes, they do. They do play Notre
Notre
Dame,
Dame.
which they should be able to win, and they play Miami towards the end of the year. That could be the SEC. I mean, the SEC. That should be the ACC team that gets into the college football playoff because they would more than likely meet Clemson, unless we assume BYU and Wake Forest. I mean, BYU. Gosh, let's assume Boston College and Wake Forest end up running the table, which I don't necessarily see.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I think Vitek also has to play Pitt in Virginia, which, I mean, could be scary. Especially those rivalry games, you know, Vitek versus Virginia.
Yeah.
That could be scary. I don't assume Virginia is going to go undefeated up until that time, nor do I think Pittsburgh is going to go undefeated to that
Where is
time.
that? Where's that game at? Is it Virginia or Blacksburg?
I gotta go back and see that game. Oops. That game will be
At Virginia.
I believe Charlottesville. That's Virginia Scott Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be a good matchup. It's always, you know.
Yeah. That Virginia's QB is actually looking pretty good right now. 7 touchdowns, 1 interception. Mr. Armstrong. I don't know who they played so far. They beat Illinois, who UTSA beat, and they beat William and Mary. And now they'll have a test against North Carolina, and they play Miami, BYU down the road, and Notre Dame. They actually have a tough schedule. If Virginia's able to step out and win these games, do I think they can come back and get into the playoffs? Probably not. They're probably way too far down. But, you know, that could be a good game for Virginia Tech down the road if, you know, you got an undefeated Virginia squad that you're able to just smack.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I definitely would give Vitek a shot at making the college football playoffs. That'd be the only team I could see getting over Clemson. But if they weren't, then I could see Clemson getting back into the
need a couple losses here, though.
Yeah.
Definitely need Oklahoma to lose.
They will. And then, obviously, Alabama and Georgia are probably going to play for that SEC championship game. Well, Georgia,
they need either Georgia to win that game or they need to be close. So their losses doesn't look that bad.
And Georgia doesn't have a cakewalk. Arkansas, Auburn ranked, Florida. I'm pretty sure Kentucky's going to lose at this particular point, but even Kentucky's 2-0. So, yeah, Georgia is a tough one. And that last one against Georgia Tech, they could sneak up on it and get them. I just get so excited talking about college football.
It's anybody's game this year, except for Alabama.
Too much. So, big games on for this coming up week if we're looking ahead. Penn State, Auburn. That is a sleeper game.
Yeah.
Watch that one. That's going to be a good one. Arizona State, BYU. That's going to be a pretty decent one. And then, of course, probably the biggest game of college football so far, Alabama versus Florida.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah. That's going to be fun. That's definitely going to be fun. Alabama is still a 14.5-point favorite.
Jesus.
And I think this game is in Gainesville, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh, their backup quarterback. I like Florida's backup quarterback. He seems to be very explosive.
Jones?
Richardson, I think.
Richard. Oh. Let me see. Oh yeah, Jones is their starter. I'd have to look at their squad. You said Richardson.
I would be surprised if he actually takes over the starting job in a couple weeks.
Oh, what's his name? Anthony Richardson. Oh,
Yeah.
a freshman.
Mm-hmm. Super explosive dude.
Yeah,
big dude, super explosive.
He could. He leads the team in rushing. In rushing yards, that's crazy. Yeah. You'll have to see. Any other games?
Need all the help they can get.
Yeah, right. Any other games on your mind? Purdue.
Your mans. You didn't talk about your mans.
What, Purdue,
Cincinnati versus Indiana.
No, since he's gonna beat that. Since he's gonna beat them, man.
One of these days, he's gonna wake up.
I hope he does, man.
He's gonna have a good year, a good couple less of the games.
Mm-hmm.
He's just brushing the dust off right now.
I hope he comes back and plays well. Mm-hmm. But Cincinnati is my other team that I think could also get into that top, possibly. I mean, they don't really have too many big games. Well, they do play Notre Dame next week. But other than that, nobody really on their schedule. I think the same thing is, I don't really have anybody, actually. Maybe if Memphis, SMU, UCF get it going, maybe.
I think their schedule's gonna hurt them at the end.
Yeah. I said unless those three teams that I named, SMU, UCF, and what did I say? SMU, UCF, and
I never believed Notre Dame's a good team. Notre Dame has a lot of tough
Memphis,
games.
SMU, UCF. If those teams can get their acts together and go undefeated and start doing some things, then that could possibly push Cincy up if they blow them out. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see with that. So that's college football. Rolling into a little bit of tennis. Improbable women's final. Like, nobody saw this happen. Because I didn't see it happen. I'm a big Serena fan. She wasn't in there, injured.
Yeah.
At this particular point, at first I wasn't sure about Osaka. She got knocked out. I saw Kerber in there. She's known to, make some runs, but she didn't even make it. Barty was the number one overall. She lost. So I'm just like, well, dang.
You think it's gonna be like when Tyre wasn't good at golf anymore? It's like just a bunch of random people. Or you think it'll be another dominant person like a Serena come full circle?
That could be. You never know. It's just for me. It's very, very hard to tell right now for me.
Yeah.
But I hope I pronounce her name correctly. But Raducanu. Hope that's right. B. Fernandez. Raducanu was 150th in the world, and Fernandez was 79th. Dang. And they're both young. Fernandez, and by the way, Fernandez is Canadian. Raducanu is from England, Great Britain. Fernandez had literally just turned 19, like a few days before the final was played, and Raducanu is only 18, and she turns 19 later on in the year. Improbable. Like you, in most years, you will never see these two youngsters ranked that low playing the finals. And now, just because they won, Raducanu is now ranked 23rd in the world, moved up 127 spots.
There we go.
And Fernandez is now ranked 28th in the world, moved up 45 spots. That's insane.
I'll do it.
Insane, man. Wow.
Final of the major tournament.
Yeah.
Get you some clout.
Yeah. I'm
So
hoping
young,
that
so improbable.
for real. I'm hoping that Coco Gauff will finally get her chance. I mean, she moved up 4. Now she's number 19 in the world.
Okay.
And she's young. She's only like 17.
Dang.
I'm hoping she'll get a shot to really, really shine. So congratulations to the women. Raducanu, by the way, won in straight sets. 6-4, 6-3. Crazy. And she may never win another Grand Slam, but she won this one.
You always have that, man. Can't take it away.
That's absolutely right.
In that moment, she was the best in the world.
Yeah, man. It's kind of like, I don't know if you remember the 20 Olympics. I want to say it was the 2016 Olympics when Monica Puig won. She was out of I want to say she was out of Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And I don't think they had ever won a gold medal before, and she won gold medal in tennis.
Ooh.
That's
gotta probably mean the most, right? Winning for your country.
Heck yeah. I believe she was from Puerto Rico. I'm gonna have to double check that. Yeah, I just thought that was really, really cool. Really, really cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she's from Puerto Rico.
Okay. So yeah. On the men's side, straight sets did Djokovic lose to Medvedev. I butcher his name every time. I hope I got it right. 6-4, 6-4, 6-4. I mean, Djokovic has been on a tear. I mean, I still think he'll probably win another, Grand Slam and be up there with Federer and Nadal. But Medvedev did his dang thing. He's number 2 in the world.
Yeah, he's number 2.
Yeah, he's number 2 in the world. Slowly gaining on Djokovic to try to get that number 1 spot. I don't think he'll get there, but we will see. Now, here's the crazy thing about this. For men's tennis, man, America is struggling. Highest ranked men's tennis player is Opelka at 19.
Yeah.
You have Isner. Isner's getting old. I know Tiafoe did a little bit. Fritz is in there. Tiafoe actually fell and he made it to the 4th round.
Ooh, Sebastian, 42.
Korda?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know, man. I don't think an American man has won a Grand Slam final since Andre Agassi. Which is way back in like 2000.
I don't know if I could name him. What was Andy Roddick?
Oh, I forgot about Andy Roddick. Yeah, he was American.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I forgot about Andy Roddick.
So that's the only guy I can remember.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I think he won in 2002, 2003, right before Federer said, "F all y'all, I'm killing everybody."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like those 3 dudes.
It was Federer, then it was Nadal and Federer, and Djokovic came up. Murray tried to come in for a little bit, and they said, "Sit your ass down."
Yeah, it was pretty much the 3 major names you hear.
Yeah. Yeah, and the crazy thing is they're all still in the top 10. Djokovic is 1, Nadal is 6, and Federer is 9. How
old are they now?
Federer is 38. Let me look.
Those names just been floating around for so long.
Yeah. Roger Federer is 38 or 9. No, he's 40. Oh, damn. Okay. Just right. He's 40. So Federer is 40. Rafael Nadal is like 34 35. Yeah, he's 35. He's 120. Federer is 120.
Ooh.
And then Djokovic is 31 too.
Oh, so he's the youngest.
Yeah, he's 34. My bad.
Okay.
My bad.
Yeah,
And they've all won.
All 120?
Mhm.
Ooh.
With Djokovic probably having the best chance of breaking that tie. I don't think Federer is going to win anymore. Nadal could, maybe, but he's been dealing with a lot of injuries.
Girl.
But yeah, those three have been.
And play high level tennis in your mid 30s and up. It's impressive.
Mm-hmm. Now, can you tell me which man has been number one the longest?
Out of them three?
Hmm?
Out of them three?
No, just in men's tennis, period.
Let's see. Go with my old faithful. Who's been number one the most?
The longest.
The longest. I kind of want to go new school, but those three. But I want to say. I'm gonna go with my old faithful John Agassi.
No.
Yeah.
He was 101. So he's what? He's ninth on the list.
Where's McEnroe?
McEnroe he was at 170. He was seventh on the list.
Ooh, okay, slowly going up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nadal was sixth on the list at 205.
Okay.
So now you're in the top five.
Top five with tennis of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Running out of names here. Nadal 6. Where's Djokovic then?
He's in there.
Top 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pete Sampras?
Number 286.
Ooh, let's go. Pete Sampras, baby.
He was number 2.
Was the only name I think I could pull out.
Jimmy Connors was
268.
He was at number 5. Djokovic at number 3, 275. Ivan Lendl, the Czech Republic, 270. So who's number 1?
Who is number 1?
Roger.
Federer?
310. Roger Federer is 310.
Wow.
Weeks at number 1.
Roger Federer.
Now Djokovic could break that, unless Medvedev happens to pass him within the next year. But
Slava Medvedenko.
Yep. I think for women's, I want to say that's probably Serena more than likely.
Yeah. Serena. That'd be interesting list. We'll see that list is.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. And Serena's 39, by the way. Ooh, goodness.
End of a legend.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably like in the Michael Jordan Wizard years.
Yeah. No, she is not.
Really?
No.
Where's Steffi Graf? What's her name? Steffi Graf.
Yeah. Steffi Graf is number 1, 377.
Ooh, there we go.
Yep. Serena's not even second.
Really?
Martina Navratilova.
Ooh. I remember that name for a long time.
332. Then Serena's at 319.
So she's 3?
Mm-hmm. And you got Chris Everett right behind her at 260.
Everybody got that one. Where's my girl Billie Jean King at? Just naming popular tennis things I remember.
I don't see her in here.
Oh, there we go.
Yep. I do remember some of these other names: Justine Henin, Lindsay Davenport, Caroline.
Lindsay Davenport. That's a throwback name.
Caroline Wozniacki, Simona Halep, Azarenka, who's still playing, and Kerber. Yeah.
Anna Korakova because she was hot.
She's not in here, but I know what you're talking about.
She
Yep.
married Enrique Iglesias.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's right.
Did we say Maria Sharapova already? Where was she at?
She was not on that list.
Dang, Maria Sharapova. Dang, girl. Gotta get your cloud up.
Not
Where's Venus at?
on that list either.
Dang, Venus too? Damn, girl.
Yep, not in the top 10 anyway.
Oof. Any throwback names anymore?
No, that was it.
Dang.
That was it.
Surprising.
Quiet.
I feel like Steffi Graf played forever. How long did she play? I feel like she played for like 40 years.
Something. 42, 43.
I feel like she played a long time.
Yeah, she definitely did.
Shout out Andre Agassi. He's the originator of the, you know how everybody has their earring?
Yeah.
That long chain. Him and LT, I think.
Yeah.
Nothing the two that really brought that around.
Yep. Last thing on the agenda, man. We gotta talk a little soccer. I'm not happy.
Oh, talk to me. What happened?
Yeah, man. You. First of all,
Is this your team officially?
Yeah, Manchester United has always been my team.
Okay. Just clarifying for the people.
Manchester United has always been my team. And it hurts me when they don't do well.
Rate them. Spurs, Man U, Dallas Cowboys. In terms of
Spurs.
diehard family.
Okay. Spurs, Cowboys, Man U, Texas Rangers, and then Dallas Stars.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, if you go into college like UT or, Senate, UTSA, or whatever. Manchester United had a decent season last year, finished fourth. Got a blessing. Ronaldo returning. He's home. He is home. And they're looking
goal
good.
Master himself.
Yeah, he had like 2 goals as Man U won last week 4-1 in the Premier League. And I'm like, okay, hey, going into the UEFA Champions League, he wants to compete.
Mm-hmm.
Bet. Playing the young boys today. I was like,
the young boys. Explain the young boys to me. I've never even. I mean, I'm not an avid soccer player, but I've never Young Boy sounds like a Netflix movie.
It sounds like a Netflix movie.
Remember the Junction Boys when they made it about Bear Bryant?
Yeah, I do.
It was like the Young Boys, or what's my man's name? Youngstown from Blues Claret story. And I was like, the Young Boys. What are we talking about? Lost Boys?
They're in the Swiss Super League, okay?
Okay. Are they good typically, or they're just they
go.
Year?
So in the Swiss Super League, they only get one team in the Champions League. Okay. So it normally goes between them, FC Basel. Maybe right now, Young Boys are 4th in that league. So it just kind of, the Zurich. Zurich is the other team that kind of gets in there.
Okay. I think I've heard of Zurich.
Yeah. So no, they're not typically always in the, the Premier League. Not Premier, in the Champions League. And I want to say this might have been the Young Boys' first time beating Manchester United. Yeah.
Dang.
So
best player? Who's their best player? Young Boys.
Probably their I think there's 4 Nicholas Magamalu.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I pronounced his name right. Yeah, Nicholas Magamalu. Or he's their winger, the left winger. And they do have an American on their team too, which is pretty cool.
Okay, let's go.
And he scored the game winner, as a matter of fact.
Jordan
Pefuk. Pefuk, yeah. So that was cool. But I will say this. There's no way in hell, man, you should be losing to them. They did get a red card.
Okay. They're down a player?
They were down a player. Aaron Wan-Bissaka got a red card 35th minute after Ronaldo had scored in the 13th minute to put Man U up 1-0. And then Nagamalu scored in the 66th and Pefek scored in the 90 plus 5th minute because freaking Lingard kicked it right to him and he scored.
Ooh, assist?
Yeah, Lingard plays on the defensive side for Man U. So yeah, he
Good
assisted.
assist. Appreciate it.
So pretty much, Man U has lost this game. Of course, I obviously expect Man U to still advance in the Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, damn, how the hell y'all gonna lose to the young boys?
That's pretty embarrassing.
The young boys.
What were the odds? You see any odds in the game?
That's a good question. I did not see. They normally don't throw in the odds, but all I know is Man U's pretty heavily favored. Yeah. And this was in Switzerland, so obviously it was rocking over there.
A little home court advantage.
Yep. But they got to play Man U again towards the end of the group stage because there's 6 group stage games for teams per group, and I want to say there's like 8 groups, groups A through like G or something like that.
What was the final score? 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1. A through H.
How come Man U couldn't score?
I mean, down 10 men and down to 10 men, that's tough.
Yeah, what happens when you're down to 10? Like, what is this? I'm not, for all listeners like me that are not good soccer players. Yeah, what is your strategy when you're down to 10?
So if you're down 10 men, more than likely you're only going to have one person up attacking because you're going to focus on protecting your goal on defense because the team can because your plays in, you only have 9 players on the field spacing around. I don't know if you lost me or not.
No, I heard you. 9 players around.
Uh-oh. Yeah, 9 players versus the other 10. So it's just kind of tough. Mm-hmm. Some teams may go down to just having 3 in the back versus 4, which I advise against unless you're just that much better. But more than likely, if you're down to 10 men, you're probably gonna lose the game.
Dang.
But if you're good enough, you should win the game. And Man U is good enough, and they should have won the game because dude scored on a giveaway in the last minute. The stoppage time, 90+ minute, 5 minutes of stoppage time. Come on, man. No,
you just misplayed the ball, or was like just?
Yeah, he misplayed the ball terribly.
Oof.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. So it is what it is. But Man U will be.
Is he still? How much do you think he's got left in the tank?
Ronaldo is 35. He signed a 2-year deal with Manchester United, so he'll be 37 when he gets out of it. I mean, who knows? He could possibly re-sign and play till he's 39, 40, or he could end up doing what most of the other big stars.
Ask you, when is the retirement age when he comes to the US?
The US depends, it honestly depends because
45.
Beckham came when he was in his 30s. Ibrahimovic came at age 34, 35, then went back to AC Milan.
Oh wow!
So
it's like what is it, like the big 3? The US, I feel like the USA is like the big 3.
What do you big 3 of
the Ice Cube League, where you see all your favorite all your favorite like old school players.
Yeah.
When I saw Henry, I was like, oh man, my guy.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's very very interesting, to say the least. I don't know what he's gonna end up doing, but I just hope that he's able to at least help Man U win a Champions League because they haven't won since the early 2000s. It's been a long time.
You think he can get it done?
I think they can. I think their biggest threat is going to come from rival Chelsea, who won it last year, and then possibly Man City. I think it's going to come from those 2 teams, and maybe Bayern Munich, because Bayern can put together a run and do some things. Barcelona's not really a threat anymore. Juventus isn't since Ronaldo left. Maybe PSG. PSG.
Okay.
So there could be with him and Mbappe and Neymar.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's a serious squad.
No, definitely. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I think Man U should be one of the favorites and should be able to get it done. Because you got Ronaldo, Pogba, you have Bruno Fernandes, you have Anthony Martial, Martial rather. You have some strikers. The defense is what I'm still a little worried about, and I still don't like David De Gea as a goalkeeper. As I've let be known, should have let that guy go a long time ago. But people think I'm crazy, and I said, okay.
Shout out to the soccer bros.
Yeah, shout out to the soccer bros. But I said, okay, I'm crazy. This is why we ain't winning. Our defense is bad. If your goalkeeper is the one that makes you lose the Europa Champions League on missing a penalty kick, get him out of here.
That was a bad kick.
The dude let in so many goals, and Spain didn't even make it out of the freaking pool. They didn't even get out of group stage because he let in so many goals. He played so damn bad, not in the last World Cup.
So, that was like the Greg Zerline kick.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I was like, Jesus, man. I know you're a goalie and all, but
that was pretty bad. So we'll see what happens. That's all I can say. But go Man U, because the Spurs are gonna suck this year. Then I don't know what the hell the Cowboys are gonna do. And
still up in there. Probably gonna break your heart.
The Rangers were terrible, and I doubt any of my college football teams are gonna make college football playoffs and win it all. Man, U's my only hope.
only sanity left.
Yeah, only sanity left. I hope Team USA can do something and get ready for the World Cup next year. We don't even know if that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Living day by day, baby.
Day by day, man. But that's gonna do it for this episode. As always, thank y'all for listening. You can check us out on Anchor again very soon, Spotify, all them, and YouTube for sure. Stats versus Facts Sports Talk. If you ain't got that VS, what you listening to, G Money?
That BS.
.fm. Yeah, yeah, not .com, .fm, dog, .fm.
.net. .gov.
.org.
.edu.
Man. What's the other one? .co.
Colorado.
But
shout out to our sponsorship on Tuesday.
Yeah, man. Crunch, chicken for $1 on a Tuesday. Got your peoples in their Popeyes age. Matter of fact, it's not even chicken for $1 anymore. I can't even do the song. It's chicken for $2. Ah, damn.
They hook you up this time again?
No.
Popeyes slipping.
No, I think they charged me more.
Oh my God! Like, remember we hooked you up? We're gonna charge you double now.
Anyway, check us out. SVF Sports Talk, Instagram, Twitter. Also go follow the Brothers Show, Spurs versus Everybody, Instagram, Twitter. Make sure that you DM Spurs versus Everybody for the Spurs fantasy draft.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool what we got going on.
I've got a couple people that wanted to play, but if there's more, then we'll start another league.
Yeah.
And also there's a picture that's on this fantasy draft. If you pick the winner, I will send you $25. So if you pick the winner who's in the fantasy draft in the comments, and you have to be subscribed, I will cash out you $25.
Yep.
So pick a team. Pick a team you think is gonna win.
Cash out me. You know what I mean? So yeah, absolutely. Y'all get over there and check that out. Some big news coming from SVF soon. You just be looking at it. You know what I mean? We got some things going around. G Money, you got the last word, man.
Man, another good week. Hopefully another good week of sports. And it's always a pleasure. And I'm glad everybody's listening. And I'm just having a good time, man.
Yep. Oh, one last thing I did want to say. Shout out to A&M San Antonio for fighting back the other night. My man P Hawk, we'll have him on the show at some particular point, but really proud of those guys. So if y'all get a chance to go check them out if you're in the SA area, man. But other than that, for G Money,
you posted to your
Instagram? I posted on my IG. Yeah,
go check that out.
Check that out. Cool Best M2 is my IG. We'll also start throwing some stuff on. I
think what's my man's name? Perspective Plug.
Yep. Xander.
He threw some video up too.
He threw some video up as well. We'll start putting some stuff hopefully on the SVF page as well. So, but y'all go check them out, man. They're doing really well. And that's about it for us, man. For G Money, it's been your boy Marsh, and we will catch you next time on that
Stats versus facts. Ayy, stats versus facts. Ayy, know where we at on the stats versus facts. Yeah, my boy, hella black. He on the stats versus facts, and you might get smacked by the stats versus facts. Ayy.
Catch up. Jeez.
Ooh, Ja Rule. and
Definitely
Fat
wasn't
Joe.
supposed to happen. He will get y'all next
Slow
time.
jam, ladies.
Knocking the boots.
Peace.